It's unbelievable. I mean, it's on fire tonight. It's absolutely like coming in. The energy outside was ridiculous. It's crazy, but you know, people have been waiting a long time for this. I love this character. I mean, I absolutely love this character. He's such a, he's so left field. He's a total anarchist. He works for himself. He's a total mercenary, and he's slightly crazed. But he's got a lot of anger for Wakanda. He's had a terrible time there, so he's coming back for trouble. Oh, I mean, just it's such a great story. It's a brilliant story, and actually, I'm most excited about Ryan Coogler getting the recognition he deserves for being the most phenomenal director. And the cast, Chad, amazing, Lupita, Denai, it just across the board, Forrest, Angela, just extraordinary. And I, as I say, just feel very, very proud to be in their company.
It's absolutely thrilling. We've been waiting forever for this evening because we haven't seen it. As you can imagine, everything's top, top, top secret. So tonight, not only is the world anticipating, this movie, but we are a part of that anticipation as well. African nation, technologically advanced by 100 years. So, it's a first, and Marvel has done it big time. They've done it as only they can, and they have spared nothing. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous, and it's going to floor you. It's everything I think that fans and audiences have been dreaming, wishing for. Yeah, his sister, who's quite the whiz, quite the smarty pants. She's come up with a new suit, and just seeing, just going online and seeing the reaction to it, with the vibranium and the power that, comes with that. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah. Yeah, I play Queen Ramonda, and in Civil War, my husband was, collateral damage in this huge explosion, at the UN, and so it's been a journey to it's the film opens with the journey to bring T'Challa, not only to, he's now the new king, but also to bring him up, to support him, and also to be that, that voice of reason, that counsel that only a mother can be. I just want them to just be floored. I want their mouths to be agape. I want them to be gobsmacked. I want them to be just more than they imagine. They say you get more or less than you imagine. I want them to see more than they imagine possible. It's going to be just glorious, beautiful, colorful, extravagant, action and thrilling, and just the absolute best. Ryan Coogler is absolutely phenomenal. Everyone was just awestruck by him. We have so much respect, love, appreciation for him, for his talent, for his artistry, for his intellect, for his brilliance, for his love, for his cool, just cool from Oakland. His family, his brother, he was the man for this job.
No, it's amazing. It's a culmination of so much, and so much time and love and effort and enjoyment and excitement. And you sort of, you create in a bit of an enclave and like a cocoon of, intense creativity and passion and family. And so it's like sharing it is a really big moment for us. It's really big. It's very unique, and it's very exciting to be a part of that. I'm very excited. I'm from Southern Africa. We're using the Southern African language as the Wakandan language, and I grew up in Southern Africa, though I was born here, and so always just never kind of seeing these types of images brought to life in this sort of epic way. So the little girl in me is excited. I'm excited for little girls out there just like me, and I'm really excited about what the response will be. They are amazing, and they're like a special forces. They specifically take care of of course, the leadership of the land, which is the most important thing to take care of. My character is the general of the Wakandan forces, so it's really exciting, and it's like nothing I don't think anyone's ever seen. They really are like nothing anyone's ever seen, and that was really thrilling to be a part of. I'm a playwright. I would never have thought of this. I'm just like, this is amazing. Just to get to do it is like pinching myself, you know.
Yeah, it's very rarely did the whole cast was in the same room. I think it wasn't even possible. And look at Angela Bassett. Look at this queen. Look at this queen. Look at this queen right here. Boy, look at her. Look at her. Flex it. Flex it. Let me just enjoy it. No, I mean, it completely stands out in the whole like universe, Marvel universe, and that's what's really exciting about the film. He levels up, you know, and it's important that like kind of, I mean, it's a human story, like when it's the death of a parent, and how does he cope with that, and the responsibility of being the head of your family, but in this case, he's the king of Wakanda, and in this secret, how he navigates it when there's a new foe coming to attack his throne.
Well, it's a special place, and of course, if you want to know about the people from Wakanda, you have to watch the movie, you know. But I mean, I'm happy that we will get to know who our king is, T'Challa, and we will find out about the country that he rules, and I think that's just exciting. Yes, because I haven't seen anything, you know, like I know as much as the people know, like everybody who watched the trailers, same with me. I watched them from Germany, and I'm so excited to finally see how everything looks like. They are amazing. It's like you put on the costume and you already feel like the character. That's a big help. It takes a while to get into them, you know? But once you're in, it's just amazing.
I don't know. It was overwhelming just the thought of coming. You know, now that I'm here, it's like it's bigger than I could have even imagined. You know, it's really exciting. We all feel so proud of the movie, so proud to be involved, and we think that something very special is going to happen tonight. So I'm excited. I mean, I think it's amazing. You know, that out of the birthing of like T'Challa and like the king, the new king, this king in Africa and Wakanda, that you get a chance to explore it. I think really like the traditional alongside the technologically advanced, the almost technical wizardry that comes together to like create this universe that we've really never seen before. I mean, I've seen like clips of it. I haven't got to see the whole thing yet. The clips that I've seen have been really overwhelming. I'm so excited about it.
He's the Prince T'Chaka who fights and becomes the Panther. And then later I come out of the palace being King T'Chaka, married to the beautiful Angela Bassett. Go to New York, I get killed. I come back to Wakanda, where the official...
Not to give away anything.
No, where the official language is my language in Africa, is Xhosa. So it's everybody in Africa, from Lagos to the coast, are waiting for this blockbuster. Of course, look, since we were kids, we followed all the comic books. I was trying to find Tarzan in Africa. I asked my great-grandfather who died at 101, he doesn't remember him. So when this movie came up and we talked about the Black Panther, everybody in Africa knew. People read the comic books of Marvel, and we're waiting that one time there will be an African hero in a comic book story, and this is it. Africa is waiting to celebrate their own hero, and a hero that is part of the global community and fighting for peace, order, and stability, and human dignity.
Well, this cast is astounding. Our director, Ryan Coogler, you know, the day we hired him and the day the deal was done, he sent me a picture, and it was a picture of he and his then fiance at the comic book shop in his hometown, holding a Black Panther comic. That was the comic shop that he used to go to as a kid and read these stories. And this movie finally coming to life is a dream come true. In a lot of ways, feels like a highlight of my time at Marvel. It's great. You know, whenever we do a part one, a first story, sometimes there's a slower burn and people start to get used to the idea and get used to who this new character is. That has not been the case with this at all. Obviously, Chadwick's role in Civil War really helped to establish him as this character, but there's a pent-up love of this character going on 50 plus years, and I'm so happy that we're finally doing it and that finally today people get to see the movie. It is, and the feedback we're getting, not just from the United States, but from all over Asia and all over Europe and all over the world, they want to see this character, and not just this character, but this cast and this world. Because in this film, we go to this unseen side of Africa called Wakanda, and it is more advanced than any place we've ever seen. So you have this wonderful movie that is equal parts real culture, equal parts comic book fantasy into something wholly unique.
Oh man, it's like a dream come true. It's just all of these months of hard work and just dedication, and now getting the chance to see it. Like, I'm super excited. It's just refreshing, you know. That's a lot to do with the writing as well. Props to Joe Cole and Ryan Coogler for writing this and putting women at the forefront as well. So it's just going to be refreshing. It's going to be something that's necessary, a change, and I'm just excited for everybody to see it. Oh man, that's just natural, you know. Like, on set and off set, like, we're still brothers and sisters. Like, we treat each other just like that. So it was a great chemistry to just find and to just flesh out on set. So I'm excited for anybody that can relate, you know, and it's just a great bond that they have. So it's something that's really beautiful to see on screen. So yeah.
Oh my God, it feels like I'm living in a dream or something. You know, this party has been such an amazing journey, and especially to be sharing it with my best friend Ryan Coogler. And I've been basically living under a rock for the last. I went to Africa like 14 months ago, and then I've been living under a rock for 12 months, just working on this movie, and it's been extremely intense, but such an amazing experience and journey. Well, me and Ryan, we've been working with each other for so long time. So I get started really early. He sends me the script. I read it. I was like, I mean, obviously, you know, it takes place in the middle of Africa. So I went on a trip to Senegal to meet up with a musician named Baba Mal, and I went on tour with him. We both went on tour with him for about a month, and then recorded some amazing musicians in the studio, in Baba Mal's studio, and met some really fantastic musicians, and went to South Africa, and that was kind of the start of the score, to like get inspired and understand what I need to do. There's nothing like it. Like, it's like the best. This is kind of what you've been working for like my whole career, and like being in these moments where you can live out the music. It's like a live performance almost, you know. You're just hearing people cheering and see what they're like, and yeah.
I know. Ooh. Yes, and it feels like equatorial Africa in here. It's super exciting. I mean, we've all been waiting for this day for so long. I know that the cast, we feel really blessed to have the opportunity to tell the story, and people are really excited to see it. We're really excited to see it, and it all comes to an end today. Thank God. Yes. I mean, we've never seen anything like Wakanda before, and you know, this nation that is like none other on the African continent, you know, that has been allowed to self-determine, you know, has not been colonized, so they've been able to find their own sense of modern identity, and they have this technological advanced nation, and this is about everyone coming to Wakanda through this movie. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of female characters in this movie, and they are individuals, and they all hold their own space, and they all have their own skills, their own ambitions and stuff like that. And so it's a really exciting world to be in, you know, where women have agency. I hope so, yeah. I mean, yeah, seeing a movie together. I mean, this is a movie that brings people together. That's the point of it. It's not the kind of movie you see on your own. It's one you want to enjoy with a community. Because it is a story a lot about community, and what does that mean, you know? Is community a national thing or an international thing? It questions that, and so, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I'm just having a good time. I haven't seen the film yet, so I'm really excited to come in and see it for the first time. Amazing carpet, you know, the big setup right here, Hollywood and Highlands. So I'm having fun. It's gonna be good. Oh, I mean, I think all Marvel films are pretty unique and special. You know, their property is so extensive and so creative and so eclectic. So to see Black Panther finally get its origin story, I think is super important. So to be a part of that, I'm really excited, and it's my first time playing the villain, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that carries over. I think fans, I know, they've always kind of heard about Wakanda, even in Winter Soldier, you saw a little a glimpse of it. So yeah, and Civil War also. So for this one, it's I don't know. I think fans will love it. You know, they know a lot from the comic books with Ta-Nehisi Coates kind of redoing that, and to be able to see those little fun facts and geek facts kind of put into the movie, I think the fans will love it. Be able to like go to a movie theater, like I love seeing a movie for the first time in a packed theater. So for me to be able to get that, feel the energy and hear the applause and the laughs and the the sighs and the sobs, if it's it really changes the experience of a movie. So I'm looking forward to having that tonight.
It was a big undertaking, but I never looked up. So now that we're getting ready to see the film, I'm excited, like I'm a fan. So I'll be seeing a lot of things that we created through the process for the first time in a way, because I'll see them all together. I'll see the visual effects. I'll see all of the magic that Marvel, does, so well. The research was done in a collaborative way. Ryan Coogler set a pace for all of us, gave us a lot to work off of, and we went into the Maasai tribes, we went into Surrey tribes, we were with the Ndebele in South Africa, so there were so many inspirations for a lot of things that you see, and there's so much to pull from Africa. It's a wonderful cultural exploration, if you would, in their culture. So we did a lot of experimenting with some of the characters, and then others are true to their tribe. The Warrior Fellows was so overwhelming. It was towards the end of the schedule, and I had to do a lot of turban wrapping. I mean, people waited in line till I got there to have their turbans wrapped. I mean, it was like a blessing and a curse, both at the same time. So, but it was wonderful to see it all the colors organized on the cliff. So I'm excited to see that scene with the visual effects that are going to accompany it.
No, it's special, man. Anytime you finish a film, you get ready to share it with the cast, with everybody. It's always excitement there. It's always nervous energy there. I'm really nervous right now, if you couldn't tell. But no, it's definitely special to be able to reach the finish line, Oh yeah, it's always exciting to bring something unique to cinema. You know what I mean? And for us, this character has been around for a long time. For Marvel Comics, this was the first first African character. That Marvel Comics had on the front of its own comic book strip. So there's been that legacy there. So in anticipation to see that vision realized, we started off with Chadwick and Dr. Connie in Civil War. So you got a little taste of what Wakanda was. But it's amazing to be able to finish it up, and I hope audiences really enjoy it. I really do. I loved every part of it. But I mean, tonight is pretty exciting to be able to share it with folks for the first time. It's pretty exciting. Also nerve-wracking, but. Oh, thank you for the kind words. I mean, I think I think everybody worked really hard. It's been a project that Marvel Studios has been developing for a long time. We worked almost 2.5 years on it. So I'm just excited to share it with folks, and hopefully people take to it.
This is like dreams. This is something that 10 years ago I never would have conceived of actually being able to come to the big screen, but to be a part of it, to see it come to fruition, to see the level of production with all these African and African American faces being represented so wonderfully, with Ryan Coogler heading it up, Nate Moore being one of our producers. Chad's gonna shine, Michael B's gonna shine, Denai's gonna shine, Lupita's gonna shine. I'm gonna do all right. But tonight is a big night. We're excited to be a part of it. Wakanda is this mythical African country that has been autonomous for quite some time. And now they're at an interesting crossroads in terms of how they interact with the rest of the world. And I don't want to say too much about it, but it's a very topical story, one that gives you all the bells and whistles that you're looking for from a Marvel action film, but it has a social conscience to it as well that I really adore.
Well, I think what people will really be happy to see is the technology that people are going to get to experience, a technology that's going to usher the MCU into a whole new world, it seems, and it's all going to be grounded by a really strong story about a new culture and a family and, an external family that is the culture. So it's just something wonderful to be a part of. I was a huge fan of comic books when I was growing up. So I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and comic books was one of the first ways that I kind of learned about American culture. So this It was actually the comic book store. My first comic book store was called Winston's. Go figure. So it was Winston's, and it was owned by, I think, like a Korean family. And they would, sometimes I wouldn't have enough money to get the comics, and because I came in so often, they would just give me free comics. So I started collecting a lot of the Wolverines, a lot of the Spider-Mans, and yeah. So comic books kind of hold a very special place in my heart. For the first time. So I haven't seen anything. I've just seen like little tidbits, some audio things that I redid, things like that, or just like the audience. So I'm gonna be surprised and happy and full of life tonight, seeing it for the first time.